This question is from R.K. Goel Prabhu. He asked, three modes of nature are said to be Avyakta and part of Kshetra. Soul is also not visible by our physical eyes or senses, and so is Krishna. Krishna as Paramatma is neutral or witness only. So the interaction is between three modes of nature and soul in unmanifested manner first, and then it is seen in reality in physical world. Is it like that, Guruji? Kindly elaborate.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. It is. Yeah, it is. Like everything is avyakta only, as you said. So the three modes of material nature, the soul, even Krishna, the super soul. Avyakta means it is beyond our senses. It's beyond our sense perceptions. That's what unmanifested means. You cannot perceive it with our senses, with our material senses. So that's what is avyakta. So when we have got this material body, so with the material senses, we can only see the material things. So mind we cannot see. So the soul, avyakta, all those things, the three modes of material nature, everything is unmanifest. Means it's beyond. It's not. We cannot perceive with our senses. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. It is becoming more and more interesting now, actually. I am finding that whatever we are doing, it's all something which is not required, actually. We don't understand why we are doing it. Somehow, I don't know whether this is also under the influence of Maya that we are interacting like this and discussing this subject, because this can not be done unless until there is a great mercy of Krishna on us. Otherwise, Maya is so powerful, it is controlling all the physical entity, it is controlling mind, it is controlling ego, it is controlling intelligence, and the three modes. So, what is left for us to do? Hardly anything we can do. So, I feel like I don't understand what I should really explore now.
That's correct, bro. We just have to only follow what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, because in Bhagavad Gita, very simple language, Krishna is explaining. In fact, the Sanskrit in Bhagavad Gita is even very, very simple. Because the song of Krishna, because it's coming from Krishna, and Krishna is using very, very simple words. A person like me, who have completely no knowledge of Devanagari script. Now, of course, I'm able to read Devanagari script, but for so many, that too very recently, for last few months only, I started reading. But all this, when I got introduced into this Bhagavad Gita almost 80 years ago, so it's in the year 1991 December. So it's now 2021. So actually, this all these years I couldn't even read Sanskrit actually, but this Prabhupada's transliteration in Bhagavad Gita as it is helped me to memorize all these slokas. And these words are so simple. Krishna has used very, very simple language. So that way, all the Jews from everywhere, all the Vedas, Puranas, Upanishads, everything. So Krishna is given like here in this Bhagavad Gita in one place, everything what we need. So we just have to understand this fully, and all the questions asked by Arjuna, understand it, and answers given by Krishna, understand it, and follow what Krishna says. That's what is very important. We need to follow. If you follow, so then it's very easy to follow also. We know exactly what to do from Bhagavad Gita. So just do that. That's what is needed. Other than that, everything else asking to understand, it's maybe if you want to, if you have more time, you can do that. But as you said, it's not necessary. Krishna himself said very clearly, if you understand this, there is nothing else there for you to know.
Thank you, Guruji. Actually, what I feel, we need to surrender. And when we feel that we have surrendered, actually, it is a partial surrender. We never surrender completely. That is our problem. तो कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ा बहुत अहंकार रह जाता है, which create problems for us. So we need to fully devote it actually. Thank you, Guruji. It's wonderful.
Engage in Krishna's service. That's it.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.